Hey, what's up guys, it's me again and welcome back to my channel. Today I am back with a new movie. The name of this movie is What If Naruto The Unbreakable Spirit. And yeah guys, it is an unscripted movie and my own idea. Now before continuing this, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to my channel and follow me on my Apollo Uchiha channel as well if you haven't done so already. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's movie. I am just glad that I was able to fulfill this promise of mine to you guys after taking yesterday's day off. I was kind of feeling a little bit burnout because I kind of got frustrated because I ended up making a lot of stories on Meta What If Apollo Uchiha channel. My goal was to make short movies for both, but I ended up making a story even yesterday and the day before yesterday, and I guess even the day before yesterday is yesterday, if that makes sense. So I got tired and decided to take, a day off from this channel, and hopefully that would have helped. So without any more yapping, let's begin with our today's movie. Our story begins in Konoha no Sato. 5 years after the QB attack, as we go towards the said village hospital, in which we see currently in front of the doctor was seated for a normal checkup, 5-year-old Naruto Uzumaki, and he was present there with Hiruzen Sarutobi, the current Hokage of the village. So, what are the results, Doctor? I'm afraid that they're not good, Hokage-sama. Young Naruto over here has been born with defective chakra coils, and his chakra network is weak. Is this really that bad? I mean, he still can use chakra, right? No, he cannot. If he tries to, not only it will cause pain, but also bleeding. More specifically from within and maybe from his mouth as well. It could be deadly as well. My recommendation and suggestion would be to make sure that he stays away from the shinobi life as much as possible. I see. Thank you, Doctor. Thank you very much. Naruto, hearing this, was now slumped, and he had a sad expression on his face. Once they both departed from the doctor's office, Hiruzen, seeing Naruto's expression, realized that he needed to cheer him up and make him understand that it would be hard for him to become a shinobi, or maybe achieve his dream as the Hokage. This Naruto had made it quite evident to Hiruzen even earlier before that he wanted to become a shinobi just so he could become a Hokage stronger than even him and the other Hokages as well in the past, which was quite admirable, but seeing Naruto's condition as it was far too much out of reach. Say, what do you think, Naruto, if we go for ramen? I have been craving some Ichiraku. What do you say, my treat? I'm not feeling right now about ramen. Hearing this, Hiruzen's eyes went wide because Naruto denying ramen was like the world was ending or something. Listen, Naruto, don't let this get you down. Even if you can't become a shinobi, there are still more ways for you out there to make a name for yourself. You don't have to fight and put your life on the danger. And besides, shinobi life expectancy is quite low. Minimum 25 years at best. You would not have survived there, my son. You said that I would have earlier before. After your evaluation test, things have changed, Naruto. Everything is. I'm sorry, son, but I can't allow you to become a shinobi. Not only it will endanger your life, but also it could get you killed and cause you enough hurt that you might end up dying. I don't want to talk about it. And Naruto began to walk home alone towards his apartment complex where he was just moved recently, after being kicked out of 2 orphanages in Konoha. Hiruzen watched him leave and decided to leave Naruto for the time being alone, after making sure some of the Anbus were appointed to watch over the boy so he wouldn't do anything wrong. Hiruzen arrived inside his office. As soon as the door was opened by him, inside he found 3 figures already seated. What are you 3 doing here? Said Hiruzen with a raised eyebrow. As the figures within were Danzo, Shimura, Koharu, as well as Homura, the 3 elders of Konoha. We have heard from our resources that Naruto Uzumaki is a failed Jinchuriki, meaning that we need a change of Jinchuriki as faster as we can get. Why? Are we at war currently? Said Hiruzen, with a calm expression, as Danzo then said, Listen to me, Hiruzen. I know that in your wisdom what you see is for the best for the boy. But what I see is the best for whole Konoha. We need a competent Jinchuriki, not someone who cannot use chakra without dying. What will happen if someone attacks us? We will fight like we have without using the Kyuubi's chakra in the previous 3 wars. That is besides the point, Hiruzen. What Danzo is trying to say here is that... What, Koharu? That we are not competent enough to win our own battles? We have won in the past. You have fought battles alongside me that we have won. Under my rule, under the senseis, and even under Minato's. We did not have any Biju by our side or Jinchuriki at the time, but we still had the backup, and the idea that we could use a Jinchuriki, the strongest one that we might have in the rest of the elemental nations. If the other nations find out about this, what do you think will happen, Hiruzen? Said Danzo. Think about that. Not only will we be targeted, but also this time we may lose if all of them decide to unleash their Jinchuriki upon us. My decision is final. Even in the previous wars, they tried to use that tactic, and we still won. If we are to win, we still have to be able to outmaneuver them. After all, as is said, in the shinobi world, the survival of the fittest is the only option. We have survived so far, and we've continued to do that. I just hope you know what you are doing, Hiruzen. Pushing Konoha into a dark age, an age in which we don't have our ultimate weapon battle ready. Said Danzo Shimura as he and the elders left. Only a few months passed since the incident. Naruto, well, he was tried to be visited by Hiruzen multiple times, but Naruto didn't want to meet him. He was locked up in his apartment, as the Anbus have reported back to him. He would eat a bit that was within and then go to sleep, or just sit there staring at a wall. That is all he would do. Hiruzen knew that the boy was depressed beyond reasoning, but that was not all. There was another disaster that had happened. The news has leaked out about Naruto's condition. The civilians who hated him before were now downright pissed at him because he was not even able to do the job that was given to him. And because of that, Naruto's home was vandalized multiple times. Bricks were thrown within his home, calling him a trash that should go and die. Naruto, he didn't care, because his dreams were crushed. As Hiruzen once found out about this, went there himself and yelled at the people, "What do you all think you are doing? But Hokage-sama, this trash is not even able to protect us. You people hate him because he is the Jinchuriki, and then you people hate him because he is not able to do that because he does not have chakra. You are all insane, delusional people. Get out of here before I order your execution." People realizing that their Hokage was serious immediately dispersed and left. As Hiruzen turned and went inside, where he saw Naruto. Naruto had a head bandaged, present there. "What happened, son?" said Hiruzen with a soft expression. "Nothing, just the usual," said Naruto, almost in a hollow tone, which meant that Naruto has given up completely. "I told you before, Naruto. Not being able to become a shinobi doesn't mean that your life ends here. There is more to just being a shinobi. But all my life it was my goal, my dream to become a Hokage. If not that, then become a strong shinobi, a legend like you and the others. How will I get recognized by everyone? These people are all right. I do deserve to die. No, son. You have a whole life ahead of you. Nobody deserves to die, and especially not you. Heard me? Prove them wrong then. Prove me wrong. Find a way. How? That is something you need to learn for yourself. If you can't become a shinobi, prove everyone wrong and show them that you can become strong the other way around. You're not broken. You're just different. Remember that, Naruto. The one whose spirit is broken first is the one who loses. Are you lost, son? No, I'm not, said Naruto as something within Naruto awoke that day, thanks to Hiruzen's motivation that he gave him. Naruto, without a regret, locked the door of his apartment next day early in the morning and went straight throughout the whole village on a jog. He was capable of running fast, but Naruto knew if he had to do what he had to do, he needs this, and so he did, completing 5 rounds across the whole village. By the afternoon from sunrise, he was drenched from head to toe in sweat as he was panting heavily. And luckily enough, he stopped by in front of the Ichiraku ramen stand. "Oh, Naruto, you're here. Why don't you come inside and try the new ramen flavor that I made?" said Tenoichi. "Not now, Tenoichi Uji-san. I'm training." "Training? I see then. Come by in the evening. I might have something prepared for you." As once Naruto left, continuing his jog, we see Ayame arrived outside from the shop. "Oh, son, what are you talking about?" "And to who?" "It was Naruto." "Naruto? Why didn't you not bring him inside? He could have tested the new flavor. I heard from rumors that he has been feeling down. Poor boy." "I think he's not feeling down anymore. Because he is motivated. And looks like he has fire in his eyes back again. The Naruto we remember." "Really? That's good. But what was he doing?" "He was training, I guess, from the looks of it." "For what?" "God knows what. But I'm sure about this. That boy will go far." And so, Naruto arrived in the evening, after taking a shower and dragging his body, which was exhausted to the brink of all the limits that he could carry. Hey, Tenichi Oji-san, Ayame-san. "Naruto, you look like you're half dead. What happened?" "Nothing. I just started my training today. You know, it was kind of too much, I guess. Well, that is how you all begin. Surely enough, in the future it will be not too much to you, I guess." "Of course it won't be. Who do you think I am? Here, enjoy this. Own the house." As Naruto found in front of him a bowl filled with stew, as well as a lot of bone marrow and a lot of beef that was present there, cooked properly. And noodles. "What is this?" "My beef stew ramen. You're gonna love this. It will give you all the proteins and nutrients that you need. And I have added some veggies too, so it will be healthy for you. Now eat up. And from tomorrow onwards, as long as you train, you gotta come here to have this bowl with us. Got it?" "What? Why?" "I said you got it, kid. Do you understand?" "Yeah, I guess I do, but why?" "Why wouldn't I? You still want to become a Hokage, right?" "Yeah, I do." "Are you sure you do?" "Of course I want to. Why wouldn't I?" said Naruto, getting a bit annoyed. "That's the spirit then. Keep getting annoyed and keep pushing yourself. Because I know you will be able to become the Hokage and the strongest one out there in the whole elemental nation one day." As the fire in Naruto's eyes burned brightly, even more so, and he, eating down their ramen, then smirked, his trademark one. "Get ready, old man. I'm gonna train hard and make sure once I do, I'll turn this place into a restaurant that Naruto Uzumaki visited and still would. I'll take you up on that offer, kid." And so, after that, Naruto's training continued. He would add on from his runs to weights, increasing his body endurance. And not only that, he would try to climb trees using just his fingers to making sure the strength in them increased. And not only that, after hanging from a tree branch upside down, he would do crunches to increase his core strength. Naruto was doing the physical training to the brink of the possibilities he could do. But that didn't mean that he, by far, or any reason, was a strong shinobi at all. And that came evident when Naruto, while training, saw that a girl was getting bullied. She had 2 buns and brown hair, and she was wearing a Chinese dress as well. As surrounding her were a few Konoha cannons from the looks of it, or Chunins, and they were bullying her. So you're the shuriken prodigy, huh? Throw some ninja stars at us, huh? What do you say? They said, mocking her. They're in my scrolls. If you would allow me to get that, I would beat you. You can't be tough without it, huh? Let's see how tough you are. As they were about to punch her, Naruto jumped in and grabbed that punch. Who do you think you are, brat? Get out of my way. Leave her alone, please. As Naruto was punched onto the face, but he held his ground. As after that, Naruto beated them, but in the process got beaten badly as well. While the Genins, they had wounds of their own, Naruto had a lot worse. He was bleeding from his busted lip as well as an eyebrow. Jeez, you look bad. Are you okay? Yeah, I'll be fine, said Naruto, groaning in pain as he tried to get up. Listen, how about you come with me? My teammates might have some bandages. Teammates? Yeah, I became a Genin in training. Someone took us in, a Jonin from Konoha, a week back. Really? Yes. But I must warn you, he is quite weird. And so, Naruto was met by a father and son-like figure and an emo kid. And they were Team Guy, or so they said. My name is Guy. Might Guy. Nice to meet you, kid. I thank you from the bottom of my youthful heart for saving my youthful student. Oh, thank you, Mr. Guy, and Sensei. What? Guy Sensei. Yes, Guy Sensei. Sensei, look at this, said Lee, coming from behind and grabbing Naruto's arm. He's conditioned. He's training, like me. Oh, a fellow youthful trainer, I see, at such a young age. Yeah, I kind of do training, like physical workout, I guess. But as you can tell, I don't have any knowledge of, being a shinobi whatsoever, or any form of arts that I've learned. So you're self-training. Yeah, I've been adding weights and running around villages, completing 6 cycles, and adding weights more and more to it. And also doing some core training and push-ups and sit-ups and whatnot. You got the basic training down, I guess. Basic? Yes, that is the basic training for endurance of your body. Hardening your muscles, making it into a weapon in its own right. Really? Yes. Come on, use your shin and hit me here on the leg. What? Come on, do it. I want to see. As Naruto tried and then grabbed his shin because it looked like that he had hit an iron pole as Naruto was on the ground. That hurts. Naruto, are you okay? Said Tenten. As we see, Guy laughed. You are really strong, Naruto, my boy. But you need conditioning, not for only physical body, but your bones as well. Because if you want to become strong, you need to condition both of them. Condition both of them? Yes. You're doing a good job on the body in its own right and muscles. But the bones, they're still weak. Because if you try to hit someone, your bones might shatter. As they are hurt right now. As Naruto got up, hopped a bit on one leg until he was able to place his foot down. It was still painful, but Naruto understood. Come by here tomorrow, and we'll begin your training. Really? Are you really okay with that? Of course I am. You are a youthful trainer, and someone who can push Lee to his limits as well. I would be willing to show you my ways and methods of training, only if you are willing to put in the effort. I will, Sensei. Good. Then come by here tomorrow. And so Naruto, completing his training, returned back. As that night, Guy was approached by an Anbu while he was in his apartment. Oh, Kakashi, you're here, said Guy, as the Anbu took off his mask, showing that he had been wearing a cloth mask underneath. Seriously, Guy. Can you not say my name when I'm wearing my Anbu identity? Jeez, Kakashi, always being unyouthful and with your hip attitude. Ah, enough about this guy. What are you doing with Naruto? Training him. Why, he's a youthful learner who wishes to learn. Let me blossom him into a youthful man. Do you know how wrong is it when you say it like that? Geez, you and your hip attitude, Kakashi. You would not understand my youthfulness. Never. Enough about your youthfulness, guy, for a moment. Are you sure about this? I mean, the medics have said that. The doctors have stated that he cannot use chakra. He was born with weakened chakra system as well as chakra cores. And because of that, if he tries to use it, he might end up internally hurting himself to the point of bleeding. I understand that. Thank you for telling me about this. But I'm sure that Naruto has made his decision. And I have made mine. You're not gonna listen, are you? No. Because I will not stop this youthfulness for anyone. You and your youthfulness, guy. Seriously. One of these days you're gonna get in trouble for that. True, it might be, my dear friend. But that is not today. Well, just be careful. I was here to tell you that. On whose behalf? Hey, I can't visit my own friend now? As after that guy chuckled. Of course, Kakashi. Always. And with that, Kakashi left, wearing his mask. It's Inu now. Remember that. Geez, you and your hip attitude. One of these days, my youthful rival, I will beat you. And so, from the next day onwards, Naruto's screams were heard from the forest itself where the training was happening. Come on, Naruto, endure it, as a metal plate was being dragged on both of Naruto's shin as well as wrist bones. As Naruto's both arms as well as shins were being conditioned. This will break your bone structure and harden it. You must do this every day without any delay, and then use your shins to kick onto the trees, increasing your speed, and I want you to do that until you're able to kick through that tree. But Sensei, it's so thick. Look at it. Even if I want to punch through it, I won't be able to do that. You don't need to do it in a single day then. Do it. And so Naruto did. Each and every day he did. Until he had to wear bandages across his legs, shins, and even at arms. Naruto continued. Again and again and again. Never stopping for a second. As that is how 3 years went by. As Naruto turned from a 6-year-old to a 9-year-old. And he was already going to the academy because Hiruzen and everyone was aware that Naruto has been going through physical training. And there, it became evident that he was able to beat anyone who was present there in a taijutsu battle. Or when it came to stamina and endurance, Naruto was on the top. And he had been wearing weights around his wrists as well as knees and also on his core to decrease his speed. And each and every time the weight was increased 5 kg after every month or so. And currently Naruto had 100 kgs each on each arm and leg because Naruto has been doing endurance training since he was young. It has taken his own toll on Naruto's body, but Naruto was not giving up. He was not broken. The only broken person was that whose spirit was broken. He engraved those words as his motto in his mind and heart, and he vowed that he would never give up. As currently we see, Naruto was, after the academy class, fighting with Lee in a sparring session, as both of them have tried to beat one another but couldn't do so. As that is when Neji arrived. You both idiots are done? If you are, then I would like one of you idiots to follow me, especially the one with the headband, while the one in training needs to go back to where he belongs, as his fate is. As Naruto stopped there, enough Naruto, don't worry about him. He's just a bit lost. He's a fucking loser, that is what he is. As Neji stopped and walked towards Naruto, and using a Juken style, punched Naruto into the gut, sending him flying into a tree. Next time you speak, be very careful, Uzumaki. I'll put you down to the ground for good. then end your charade of what you're doing. You are nothing more than a failure, doing his time pass, putting his life on the line. And that is all you will ever be. Remember that. As Naruto was helped by Lee. Enough, Lee. Let us go. And so, both Lee apologizing to Naruto, then left with Neji. Once they were gone, Naruto weights were unshackled as Naruto punched using his whole strength into the tree nearby. Damn it. Calm down. Calm down. Not now. I'm not broken yet. I won't be. I will have to rise and show them all. Again. Naruto upped his training once more, going hard to the point that by the evening he was training sometimes around, and even during the night time. Hiruzen was saying this. While he was pleased, elders were not. How long are you going to continue this charade, Hiruzen? He's gonna get himself hurt or worse killed. This is Shinobi world. Even if he is able to physically endure everything, he would not be able to survive out there. Guy is training him. You know whose son he is, right? The boy has a legacy. And he is from a clan of people who are known to be stubborn, doing the opposite of what they're told to do. Remember that. This is nonsense. The boy is gonna get killed in this way. And so, time passed more as Naruto reached at the age of 13 but failed to graduate because he couldn't use chakra. But Hiruzen made some exceptions just for him. And he was given a different headband of Konoha. It had silver plate and silver binding, meaning that Naruto was a taijutsu master from Konoha, and only a taijutsu master. And it was used to differentiate him from the rest. People mocked him, the shinobis mocked him, but Naruto, he was ready. Kakashi tried to take him into his team, but the both rest of the teammates of his, Sasuke and Sakura, denied that he would be a fit to them because of Sasuke's rivalry and Sakura being his fangirl. Not Naruto's, but Sasuke's. And the civilian council pushed for it because Uchiha-sama needs to be trained without any hindrance. Not some child who is trying to play the shinobi. Naruto then decided that he will be his own team, gaining all the experience all at once. And so, Naruto went on a lot of D-rank missions on his own, and in the end, his first D-rank one. He was given orders to take these scrolls outside of Konoha and deliver them to the Land of Fire. Naruto took his own journey through a map. Using map, he was able to navigate and arrive safely after delivering the scrolls. And once he was done with that, he was going to be told about the Chunin exams, which he signed up for instantly, because he wanted to advance to being a Chunin. But that is when the news came. Naruto, I will talk to you later. Right now there's something much more urgent. Bring me more teams. What is it, Chiji? It's not for you, son. Tell me, please. I can handle it. I'm sure of it. No, son, you're just a taijutsu master. And Naruto was hurt by that. It's serious, Naruto, said Hiruzen, realizing the hurt in Naruto. But I can't ignore this. Team 7 is stuck at the Land of Waves. Their C-rank mission has turned into an S-rank one. We need professionals here. Naruto, realizing that using the maps, was able to navigate to the Land of Waves. There he found Kakashi injured, Sasuke and Sakura injured as well, alongside their new teammate Sai, which was Naruto's replacement. As Naruto, seeing this, decided to help them out. What are you doing here, Naruto? Says Kakashi. Why would they send you? I'm here to help. There won't be any help, Naruto. You need to leave and get some other help. Because I'm weak? No. This is not about you being weak or anything. This is about the lives of the rest. Shinobi World is not about to prove that you are weak or strong. Sometimes you have to do a bit of sacrifices for the other's sake. I will. And so, Naruto, adamant and stubborn on his word, was able to go through alone and not only beat Kato and his goons, but also was able to hold on his own against Zabuza Momochi, the demon of the mist, and Haku. As Naruto was panting heavily, his weights were gone, and his clothes were tattered, and he had a lot of wounds that were open and cuts. I'm not going down without taking you out. Why won't you just quit, kid? Look at yourself. Do yourself a favor. Just settle down. I don't want to kill you, but I will if I have to. I already took down Gato and the others. You have to kill me to stop me. As Naruto saw a huge blade flung towards him, Naruto, remembering what his Gigi said, his eyes burned with fire, and he grabbed onto the blade with both of his palms and literally turned his body, rotating it complete 360 degrees, throwing it full force. As Zabuza had to dodge as the tree behind him was cleaved off from where the blade has gone through from, and embedded into the next one, as Naruto was panting heavily. As Naruto charged forward and punched Zabuza into the face, causing him to literally see stars and his vision go blurry. As Haku was kicked into the face, his mouth shattering as Naruto was fighting both of them one-on-one. Seeing this, Kakashi and the others were already there after completing their rest, and then they took it upon themselves to intervene and defeat both Zabuza and Haku in the end. As Naruto was wounded and injured badly, but he was still standing, panting heavily as his body was releasing a heavy amount of steam. I told you to go back, Naruto. Why did you not listen? Look at yourself. We have to get you medics and help. And so, Team 7 returned back with Naruto in tow in a hurry. Naruto was placed into the hospital, being healed, as he was under a lot of fire now. As Hiruzen arrived, slamming the door open and closing shut. Give me your headband, Naruto. What? Give me your headband, Naruto. I told you to not go when you went behind my back. You're like a grandchild to me at one point, but now you are a shinobi as well. And I can't ignore this. Titi, I am fine. Please. I have to prove myself. You don't need to prove yourself by getting yourself killed and endangering the others. You made a dumb mistake, Naruto. A dumb one. I did not expect this from you. I'm sorry. Sorry won't solve anything, Naruto. I'm sorry, the council have decided. Your headband is needed. And so, Naruto's headband was taken. His shinobi license was revoked, and Naruto's career came to another halt. As Naruto was healing, his body almost bandaged up, he was at the Ichiraku's again, after doing his normal run, which was basically dragging himself. Son, you're still training? Yeah. Because I haven't given up. I'm happy about that, Naruto, but are you sure, son? Kage-sama is mad, and so is the council. Even if you have saved those people and saved Team 7, you've gotten yourself hurt to the point that you could have died. Shinobi World is unexpected, I was told. I was ready for this. You're being stubborn, Naruto. You're not seeing what was in front of you. I am realizing that. And I still would have fought for them. I still would have fought for my village. And in the future, if it needs me, I will continue to do that. And so, because of that, Naruto continued his training. Within a week or so, the bandages came off, the cuts were healed, and the stitches were off as well. The doctor told Naruto to take it easy, but Naruto, being Naruto, the Unbreakable one, continued onwards. The people were impressed, downright touched, because they realized that Naruto was something else. The boy did not have the ability to use chakra, and if he did, he could die, and yet here he was, busting his ass, just so he could become stronger than he already was, pushing himself to the edge, crossing the limits that were never meant to be crossed. And they were damn impressed about it. To the point that even the council was arguing whether to give the boy his shinobi license back or not. As after one evening the training was finished, we see Hiruzen arrived at Naruto's apartment, where Naruto walked in. Gigi, come inside, my dear boy, we need to speak. After opening the room door to his apartment, both of them went inside. Once seated, we see there was a lot of silence as Hiruzen presented him with the headband. This time not a silver one, complete silver one like before, but a proper shinobi headband. What is this? I'm reinstating you back as a proper shinobi this time, not just a taijutsu master. So you can participate in the Chunin exams. Once again, you have proven to us that you are much more than just a taijutsu master. I told you, Gigi, I'm not gonna give up. One way or another, I will find a way. I know, son. I'm sorry for being harsh, okay? I was worried about you, and angry at you for not listening. I'll be careful next time. I might have made a mistake in haste. I should have listened to you as well. But I thought that this was a chance for me to prove. Chance or not, Naruto. What you did, if it had gone wrong, you could have died, or either could have died. The people that they were meant to save. Remember this lesson, because this is an important one, aside from the rest. The shinobi world makes sure you are safe, your teammates are safe, and your people who are your allies are safe. More than that, you come last. What you want comes last, but they come first. Do you understand that? Yes. I'll make sure that I don't forget about it. And so, now we see Hiruzen was happy, and the Chunin exams began. The first part was as in canon. The second part, Naruto was able to clear through after beating a team of Sound Village and taking their scroll, and going to the tower because he was aware where it was, becoming the second one to cross through on the very first day because of his stamina and sheer strength. Once there, Naruto went to the waiting rooms where he was told that he could stay rest for the 5 days, but Naruto being Naruto did weight training, increasing the weights on his body and doing push-ups, sit-ups, crunches as well as burpees, and also pull-ups and chin-ups as well. While the others were resting, relaxing, Naruto was sweating hard, putting everything he could to increase his strength for the finals. And on the final day, of only a few hours before, after completing his rest and training lightly, he was ready. Because he knew today was going to be the day. A lot of teams have been disqualified, and Sasuke, he could see, was injured. What is wrong with him? Nothing to worry about, Naruto. Just focus on your own task ahead. Naruto was pitted against one from the Sound Village. Again, as Naruto realized who it was. You beat my teammate, from what I could tell, and for that I will kill you, because in this round, killing is allowed. Okay, I guess. And Naruto was fast. So fast that he was like a blur. With a single punch to the face, though, the man went flying and was knocked out cold. As Naruto stood there as the people of Konoha cheered for him, Naruto's eyes widened as he returned back to the stands. One by one, the matches came to an end until Hinata Hyuga and Neji Hyuga were pitted one against one another. And that is when Naruto saw Neji almost ending her as he arrived, kicking Neji into the back, sending him flying. Uzumaki, you will pay for that! This was my match, and you should be disqualified for you denied me my fate. Killing your own cousin? That's what you call fate? Naruto, stand down, please. You're protecting him, Sensei. Again! You wouldn't realize or understand this, but this is against the rules of the match. So what, I should have let her die? No. What I'm saying is, you also are in the wrong. Because of that, you could have been disqualified. But I don't want you to be disqualified. You're glad, Uzumaki. Very... You should be glad, Uzumaki. Very glad. Because you're in. But you should not be happy for much longer, because if you face me in the finals, I will put you down to the ground, 6 feet deep. In that case, I promise to you that if you cross me, I'll put you on a stretcher. And so the promise was made, and by some sheer fate, when the finale was announced, both of them drew the numbers that were putting them against one another the very first match. And so, a month passed. Naruto trained hard, rigorously, and that is when it happened. He was able to activate the first gate state. And even Guy was surprised because Naruto in the first gate in itself was quite strong, stronger than in his sixth gate state. How is this possible, Sensei? I can tell that Naruto has opened a new state of gates all at once. What would that be? His endurance, his mentality, his unshakable will might have achieved something new, something that has never been seen or heard before. And so, they named him, well, the Gates of Endurance, because that is how you achieved them and unlocked them. And on the very first day, the day of the finals, Naruto arrived, and he, without using the gates, dropped his weights and then went full ham on Neji. Neji was fighting back, biting back as hard as he could, as Naruto was getting wounded as well, because Naruto knew he was not gonna use his whole strength, and he was gonna humiliate Neji. Why are you not fighting at your whole strength, Uzumaki? Because I know I can do better at this. You're not worth it. As Neji became enraged after hearing that, going full out, as Naruto was now bleeding from his mouth and nose, but Naruto grabbed both of his palm strikes and literally twisted them, causing them to crack, and punched Neji into the face, point blank, causing his nose to be cracked and his front teeth to come out. As Neji spatted, blood coming out of his mouth and nose, he then said, "You're gonna pay for that." Rah! As Neji tried to strike back, Naruto was beating him over and over again. And then Naruto headbutted him, causing Neji to fall down to the ground, got on top of him. "Remember my promise, Neji? I'll put you on a stretcher, right?" And after that, Naruto punched him again and again and again and again until Naruto went completely ballistic, going blinding speed fast. Even the seasoned Byakugan users couldn't detect the speed at which Naruto was going, and so much so that the Anbus had to intervene. "Enough! Please, Naruto, stop!" "Only because you said so, Sensei." As Naruto's knuckles were dripping with blood, as Naruto stopped, because Neji, his whole face was crushed, bones were shattered, and he was now in a critical condition. There was no applause because they knew that Naruto had fulfilled his promise, and Naruto was ruthless. As Naruto walked past by Lee, he said, "I'm sorry, Lee, but I made a promise. I understand, Naruto, but you didn't have to go that far. I'm sorry." "Don't be sorry, be better. I expect that from you, my eternal rival." With that, Naruto smiled a bit and left, as Lee and Tenten then went after their sensei, who was going to make sure that their student and fellow teammate was being treated. As Naruto arrived in the stand, the Hyuga clan looked at him because the boy literally grabbed their clansman's hand mid-Juken strike and twisted them to the point that his arms might have cracked, and then punched him point blank to the face. That was concerning. Very much concerning. As after the finals ended, Hiyashi thought that he would go and speak to Naruto. But during the final match, something happened. The One Tail was unleashed by the Sand Village, and Konoha was surprisingly under attack now. Once it was evident that Konoha was under attack, everyone scrambled so that they could fight back and make the enemies pay. Naruto was also trying his best, and he was the one who saw that as Sasuke and Sakura were in trouble, dashed towards the One Tails, climbed on top of its sand-like skin, and punched the Jinchuriki, who was still asleep, causing him to awake and the sand structure to crumble down. Naruto grabbed on all of them and landed safely, and then he dashed back and broke through before the barrier could be completed, in which Hiruzen was fighting, and fought alongside Hiruzen and got badly wounded. And in the end, Hiruzen, seeing that, had to use the Reaper Death Seal to take down Orochimaru. This time not his arms, but him as a whole itself. Orochimaru and Hiruzen Sarutobi both had died. Naruto Uzumaki was critically injured and was placed into the hospital room to be treated by the professionals. As now we see, the village after the Konoha Crush event, because that is what it was named, was in shambles. They did not have a leader anymore, and the one who tried to protect them fighting alongside their Hokage was badly wounded and in critical condition. So much so that Jiraiya had to beg Tsunade to come back to heal the boy. And once Naruto was healed, Jiraiya had goals. He realized that Naruto needs proper training, even if it means that he would not be able to become a ninjutsu master. Taijutsu it would be. And he went to the Toads about it before coming to Naruto. What? I'm sorry, Jiraiya boy. Naruto can't be helped by us. We are a clan that focuses on ninjutsu more than taijutsu. The Toad fighting style heavily relies upon ninjutsu. You know that. But what about him? He needs help. After all, he's his son. He was a part of this clan. I know what you mean, Jiraiya boy, and trust me when I say this. I wish there was a way for us to help him, but unfortunately there isn't. There's nothing much we can do. There might be a way, though, said the Grand Elder, the one old toad who was set to train with the younger sage himself. Grand Elder-sama, what? The Armadillo clan. They rely heavily on taijutsu and physical strength. Armadillo clan? Yes. Because of their shells, they are known to be the most dense clan to fight against. Even I and the sage had a hard time to convince them. Is there such a clan that exists? Said Jiraiya, who was a bit conflicted and confused because he has never heard of such a thing before. Of course there is. If we as the Toad Summoning Clan and the Snake Summons and the Slug Summons can exist, why can't they? You're right. Then the Armadillo clan, would they accept him? I might have to convince the elder of their clan to meet with the boy. And so, Jiraiya witnessed a summoning seal that he had never seen before as a huge armadillo appeared, the same size as the Grand Elder Toad, but this armadillo had two thin lining mustache on each side of its face. What do you want, Gamamaru? Utatane, you're still the same, old friend. I am not friend of yours, and I am extremely busy. There is a child I wish for you to meet. He has mastered the arts of endurance, and I want you to meet him. You know that we do not take any summoners, right? Then why would you suggest this? We are not in the market for looking for one now, when we were not back then. You even declined the sage, saying that you would choose who you wish to choose. At least see this one before deciding. Why should I do that? Because you owe me one. With this, we are done. Remember that. Of course, Utatane. I want you to go and see the child. Just once, please. And so, agreeing to the word, the Elder Armadillo arrived at Konoha in a smaller form, as Jiraiya was shocked. How can you turn into, smaller form, Utatane-sama? That old bastard Gamamaru can turn as well. He's just too lazy to not do that. Seriously? Yes, of course. As once they saw Naruto, who was already up, covered in bandages, training, the Elder Armadillo looked towards Naruto. My dear boy, this creature talking, I am Utatane, and I am from the Armadillo clan, the Summoning clan. And you have unlocked the gates of endurance. Yes, I have. Show me. Alright, but he's injured, said Tsunade. Enough, Tsunade. Poor Naruto. As Naruto focused hard, took a calming breath as steam came out of his mouth, and suddenly the steam was rising throughout his whole body. As Naruto stood there, his whole aura was different. Tsunade and Jiraiya could tell. I can enter only this one. That is the most strongest one. The gate of endurance is only one. Once you break it, you achieve it. It's different from the inner gates, the most strongest and potent one. And because you have achieved it, you are more than fitting to become one of us. As the armadillo walked towards Naruto, "Give me your hand, boy." And after Naruto's hand was given, it bit Naruto into the hand. As a marking appeared. This mark means that you are a part of our summoning clan. Just use a bit of your blood and slam that hand onto the ground and say summon, and one of us would arrive to help you. Thank you. Thank you very much, Utatane-sama. And I would suggest you come with us to train. It would take some years, but you will become a true warrior in endurance and strength. Becoming a wall in front of your enemies. I accept. Are you sure about this, kid? Tsunade. I am, Bachan. Go on, kid. It's your time. And so, Naruto, after doing that, left. On a training trip. Once Naruto left, Sasuke was approached by a hooded figure, and they made him a promise that if Sasuke joins them, they would give Itachi's head on a silver platter. And that is what they did. Jiraiya was conflicted because Itachi was his informant from within the Akatsuki, and now he was dead. Turns out the Akatsuki had found out and Itachi's identity cover was blown, and now he was the one who was gone and dead while his brother was their new puppet. This is bad, Tsunade. What are we gonna do? The Akatsuki doesn't have any good plans. The only reason why they had not affiliated or touched Konoha is because they believed that Naruto Uzumaki was not a threat. A child born with a defect chakra system would not be a threat to them. But what they did not realize that the boy had an unbreakable spirit that kept him pushing so hard that he is today the one who is the strongest taijutsu fighter out there. And so, on the other side, we see Naruto was training, pushing each and every ounce of his body to the point where he could not stand up even. The armadillos were pushing him hard. Utatane, especially under his own supervision, made sure that Naruto was trained rigorously, strongly, without any drawbacks. As Naruto's bones were broken again and again and repaired because of the healing spring that was nearby. Immediately, whenever his bones were shattered, he would be put there and instantly would heal. What Naruto didn't realize that he was absorbing too much healing spring water, which was endless, and because of that, his healing Uzumaki genes were activated even without chakra to the point where he didn't need the spring water. He was able to heal on his own. And because of that, whenever he was wounded, he would tell them that leave him be. And the next morning, most of his wounds were healed, and he was able to fight. And because of that, his endurance became unbreakable, and Naruto's will was even more unshakable and breakable as well. As now, an armadillo rolling in its shell came faster rolling towards Naruto. Alright, Naruto, now! Naruto cocked back his fist and punched with whole strength as literally a small crack appeared on the shell of the armadillo. It's impossible. He's the strongest one out of us, and his shell cracked. I apologize. Are you okay? Okay. You're the first one ever to do that to me. If anything, I am honored. You learned under Master Utatane and have become strong, Naruto. A truly worthy summoner of the Armadillo clan. We are always out there, ready to help you out whenever in need. Thank you. You're ready, my dear boy. Ready to go back. And so, Naruto was going to arrive back. While back in Konoha, Jiraiya had departed to Amegakure, to the base of the Akatsuki. But he did not return. Naruto on his return found out that Konoha has lost Jiraiya. And there was going to be an attack on Konoha. Akatsuki sent Pain, Konan, as well as Sasuke to play mind games on Konoha and Naruto But Naruto did not have any attachment to Sasuke. As soon as he saw that, Naruto jumped into the air and punched Sasuke so hard into the face, causing his nose to be broken as well as the front side of his skull, knocking out Sasuke to the ground. And next was Konan. Seeing that, Pain went ballistic and Naruto had cuts on his skin. His front jacket and shirt was torn to shreds with a almighty push, but Naruto kept on walking forward and then punched the Pain so hard that his eyes were literally cogged out from the body. One after the other, all the bots were defeated. As Naruto thought it was done, they suddenly rose all again, and the fight continued. Whenever Naruto would try to end them, they would just continue coming back one after the other. In the end, Naruto was able to locate the true Pain where he was hiding. And once Naruto found where he was, Naruto went and beated him, causing Pain to die, but not before Pain launched a few metal rods made out of chakra towards Naruto. Naruto's body literally took them and flung them away. That is how hard his body has become, like a shell of Armadillo that could bounce back a bullet over time even. As Naruto chuckled, training with them sure had helped. As now we see, Naruto on the day of his return was hailed as a hero of Konoha. Akatsuki was downright pissed. Not only their Rinnegan user was dead, but Konan as well as Sasuke were arrested as well, meaning that Konoha could find out where they were. Konoha went to the land of Iron Country and contacted the other nations, and there instantly the Kage summit in Tsunade was able to convince the nations of what was going on. Akatsuki was pushed to the corner and pushed to a war. Tetsu army on their side, they went to it, expecting they would be able to win, and even revived Madara Uchiha, seeing that the Shinobi Nation's alliance was wavered. But Naruto, he went full head on. As Madara and Naruto fought, it was like even Hashirama stopped alongside Tobirama and watched with awe. The ones who were revived by Shinobi Alliance side. As they witnessed Naruto and Madara fight, Madara declared, "I, Madara Uchiha, have never been so excited in my life. You are the only one who has making things interesting. You're not a shinobi, the one who cannot use chakra, fighting on sheer will and strength alone. I, Madara Uchiha, declare you, the unbreakable spirit, the one who cannot be made bow to. You will be remembered in the new world. That is, before you take me down, that is." And Naruto continued head on, without using the Kyuubi's chakra, without even using his chakra, just using his physical sheer strength and his sheer will. And with that, Naruto summoned Armadillos, blocking the Ten Tails attack, so much so that even the Ten Tail was having a hard time doing anything to them. As Naruto continued onwards, as Madara in the end lost not only his Gunbei but also his strength, and was defeated. Everyone was shocked because Prime Madara was taken out by a kid who couldn't even use chakra. And after that, Naruto turned towards the Akatsuki. You're next. As that is when something happened. Obito was betrayed by Zetsu in front of Madara, as their Kaguya Otsutsuki in a weakened form was released. "I'm sorry, mother. You are in a weakened form, but this is the best I could do right now. Nothing to worry about, son. But that child is a threat." As Kage disappeared, appearing in front of Naruto, and with a single swipe, Naruto, from the looks of it, looked like he had died. As he slumped down on his knees and fell face first to the ground, his eyes wide and hollow. Turns out Kaguya has stopped his heart. But Naruto was alive somehow within. Because a human mind took some minutes to process, it had died. And during that time, Naruto found himself in his soul form standing in front of the Kyuubi. "You know, kid, you did great. For 16 years, all you have done is fight. Try to prove to the others you're better. You're stronger. You're not just some reject. You're not someone who would let them down. and you have succeeded, because now you have even won my respect. I know. You're not worried, because I haven't given up yet. If I am here, that means I'm alive. I will get up. Come on, I have to. As suddenly there was a heartbeat. As Kaguya froze, as Naruto got up on his hands and knees and got up. Madara, watching this, as he recovered in Naruto Tensei, was shocked. It can't be. The boy got up from sheer will alone? From the dead? And with that, Naruto entered the state of the endurance gate. And then he went ham on Kaguya. Naruto knew he had only 5 minutes, but Kaguya was beaten to the inch of her life, so much so that Madara intervened. Enough, kid. You have nothing to prove. Leave this to me. What? I realize now that even if I built a new world, the shadows I speak of in the light would still follow. But the light, it is important, and you are that light. But just make sure you watch over the shadows underneath you. I would try my best. That is all I want. As Madara, using his Rinnegan, did not rebirth himself, but sealed himself, Zetsu, as well as Kaguya Otsutsuki in a new, stronger, denser Chibaku Tensei. As Kaguya and Zetsu screamed, the 10-tail husk turned into a husk as the 8 Bijus were released. And once that was done, the Shinobi nations cheered because they realized that Naruto was able to convince Madara somehow, and Naruto was able to win. Naruto was hailed as a hero across the elemental nation for both the Shinobi world and the civilian ones, because he was the only one who, without chakra, was able to save them all. And Naruto, he was happy and smiling, because back at Konoha there were talks already of making him the new Hokage. But Naruto, he knew that he had a lot more to learn, because he was not strong enough yet. As Tsunade and Tsunade could respect that, as Naruto paid respect to the Jiraiya's grave as well as Hiruzen, and now even to his parents who he was aware of. I guess I couldn't become like you, but I'm able to become my own person. Just hope that you're proud of me and watching me, because I'm just beginning. I have a lot more to learn and a lot more to train. And because of that, Naruto was placed into the bingo book. As Tsunade read it, it said, the Unbreakable Spirit, Naruto Uzumaki, a hero of elemental nations and Konoha. Triple S rank, Taijutsu Master, God of Taijutsu Masters as well. As this is where I will be leaving this movie off, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one, and if you did, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel, and follow me on my Apollo GI channel as well. As this is it for the day. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.